Congressman Jim Corder and Congressman Jim Florio. It happened in this building just behind me, but the way we are bringing things to you tonight is through this particular truck over here, a Channel 9 microwave truck, which feeds all the information to you, and we have a lot to show you, so hang with us if you can for a while. One of the most heated moments tonight came on the environment, particularly Florio's recent charges that there were toxic waste dumped on property owned by Congressman Corder. Listen.
In 90 seconds, Congressman Florio said that I had a toxic waste dump on my property. That's got to be the old, good, positive Jim Florio talking, obviously. What we're talking about here is a midnight dumper trespassed on property owned by me and my brother and had some home heating oil, which was cleaned up. I have a letter from DEP. So I cleaned up and pollute, Jim. I know you're having fun with that, but I guess that's your style and your technique.
Come here, break. I mean... environment, an expert on Star Wars, an expert on nerve gas, but not the environment. The people in his district had to call me to get some action on the dump site that was up there.
With the recent controversy surrounding his campaign, including the resignation of his chief spokesman, Corder was asked what that shows about his ability to run the state government.
There is a difference between his campaign and mine. I pay my campaign manager $50,000 a year. He pays his campaign manager $180,000 a year. He's got 22 people working at his campaign. I have 11 working in mine. Do you think we'll be able to, how much money is he, if he becomes governor of the state of New Jersey, going to want to pay his cabinet? If he pays his campaign manager $180,000, how many people are we going to have in the state of New Jersey working?
Florio challenged Corder about his campaign statements on homosexuals holding certain jobs.
Gratuitous gay bashing is not something that is good for anywhere. It certainly is not good in New Jersey. People that try to make points out of that sort of thing are certainly people that have values that are out of step with most people. The worst part of it was then to say that you didn't agree with what you had previously said, and then to deny that you said it in the first place.
Well, we're live back now at Monmouth County. We invited both candidates to join us this evening at the top of this broadcast. Congressman Corder has agreed. Congressman Florio has not. Congressman Corder, thank you for being with us. I know you obviously think that you did a great job tonight, and I'm sure that all of your supporters feel the same way. What surprised you the most about the debate?
I think what surprised me most was the fact that Congressman Florio was very mechanical. He was quite carping, very negative, very aggressive. I guess that's what I did not anticipate. I also was surprised when I was very legitimately talking about my parents, and he, in a very snide way, thought that that was insincere. It wasn't insincere. I thought about it very deeply. It was very sincere.
Would you, if you could do it all over again, is there any way you would respond to any question differently?
I don't think so. I was very pleased with the way I responded. I think perhaps I would have been a little bit more aggressive at the very end. But I don't think it would have changed any of my answers. I think my major points were made. I believe deeply that he will raise people's taxes. He's part of the problem on automobile insurance. I won't re-debate the issues, right. But I was very happy about how things turned out.
Because of the way it happened tonight, how will you conduct your campaign now?
Ask for more debates. I want more debates. I want to congratulate Channel 9. I thank you very much. And, you know, we should not keep this debate from the people of the state of New Jersey. He's agreed to the only 2 debates, and those are the ones that are mandated by law. We should be debating 5 or 6 times.
Thank you, Congressman. And we'll also thank the Asbury Park Press, who is co-sponsor of this debate also. Thank you for joining us today. Good luck now. Thank you. All right, we all need to know and want to know what were the reaction, both the people here and elsewhere. Brenda Flanagan, come on in. You've been covering this tonight as a reporter, like the rest of us. Some of us had to participate as moderator and some other things. But what was your assessment, and what kind of reaction did you get?
Well, we were sitting with the reporters inside, and we went out and we polled the crowd, the movers and the shakers on both sides of the aisle. And of course, each side is claiming that their man won, and of course, the candidates themselves are each claiming victory.
Who do you think won this debate, Congressman Florio?
I'm pleased with the debate's outcome. I got my message through. Obviously, the people will make the determination as to won it or not. But I had an attempt to try to show what my record was versus his.
What about the Jim Porter, who 1 week is for this, another week is for that, and he continues to flip-flop on the issues like, I think he was a very frightening individual. If you're a person who believes in democracy and individual rights, Jim Porter came across as being very frightening tonight.
How would you assess your own performance?
I was very pleased with it. I really was. You know, we established the things that we wanted to establish, the fact that he's got a bad record when it comes to crime and drugs. He's got a bad record with respect to automobile insurance. He has a bad record when it comes to spending. He's constantly voted to increase taxes. He's voted against every effort to have some discipline in Washington on spending.
I don't think they make their mind up on a debate unless one candidate really flubs badly, and that didn't happen here. So I don't think this determines who wins or loses. I think what it determines is how you acquit yourself under fire, and that's important because they have to know how a governor would be able to stand up to criticism, and I think Jim Porter did well.
Now we're going to find out who wins, I guess, somewhere down the line. A couple of news agencies are planning polls in the wake of this first debate. The results will probably be released in about a week or so.
Obviously, the spin doctors, as they've become known, have assessed their own candidates as being terrific. Did you pick up anything there from them or from the audience?
Well, we were talking with one Democrat, and he told me privately that he thinks his candidate got sort of a slow start, but made it up. A lot of people are calling this a draw. So I really think that nothing was broken, nothing got fixed, everything is pretty even.
No major mistakes?
No major mistakes.
Okay. Brenda Flanagan, thank you. We'll be back at 10:30 tonight with more coverage of tonight's debate between Congressman Florio and Congressman Porter. Also, Steve Addabado will have political analysts for us, and we'll also be back with the campaign managers of the two candidates. So stay with us. Back to the studio.